Let's go. I'm better than ever, they never been better than I. Regarded the hardest and I ain't even reaching my prime. They hate that I'm great and they faking I'm real as they come. So sit back and let me show you how this shit is done. My composition, my propositions, I'm raping the system. I'm killing the competition and all of y'all are my victims. Eyes and oohs as I'm ripping the instrumental, lyrical, individual, never been sentimental. I'm so hot every time that beat drop, and when I say I'm raping the system.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy Fight Night's Finest, the Sofa commentator, going up against Vor named Joe Nakanan. What kind of name is that? But anyway, we're back with another episode of Road to the Top 100 featuring my middleweight James Toney. We're 3-0 with 3 wins coming by way of knockout so far in this series, and we're going up against a guy who actually has an outside fighter style. Now you see this guy has those long arms. I didn't exactly check out the dude's reach, but he's got that long height and he's got those long arms. And our objective for this match was to fight on going in towards the inside. We wanted to fight an inside fighter style, but we needed 2 keys to victory here. One, this guy was a southpaw, which is something that I do tend to struggle with. So when it comes to fighting against southpaw fighters, the one thing you want to look for is the right hand, which is why we started off this fight with a jab right hook combination. And you're seeing us trying to set up things fundamentally, doing it from the left and then striking with our right. But you're definitely going to see as this fight goes on that we do look for a lot more right hands. But the keys for victory for us against an outside fighter is 1, to get onto the inside. And you can get onto the inside by doing this in 2 ways. You can go behind your jab, you can suddenly walk in behind your block, or you can step in various times and then look to work your way in afterwards, or you can come in with a nice little lungy combination, or you can force the guy to come forward and give up his height. And you do that by landing the first shot onto your opponent in the match. There's several ways that you can go ahead and get yourself on towards the inside. And the one thing we also had to do was cut the ring off and force this guy to basically step to his right. That was the main and key point for us, was getting the guy to move towards his right. The thing about Fight Night Champion, if nobody hasn't noticed, is that movement where your power foot is actually faster than where movement to your lead foot is. Now the thing that you've seen us do here is successfully land one of our signature combos, which is the power straight downstairs to the body, followed by the side step right uppercut to get the counter. Then we follow that up with 2 more punches, and we end up cold clocking him onto the canvas for the first time tonight. So we catch a knockdown in round number 1, which gives us a great confidence boost and lets us know that we have figured out a strategy towards winning this match. Now, if you notice, we've done 2 things, or actually we've done 3 things. 1, we got onto the inside. 2, we counterpunch effectively, and once we was able to counterpunch and get him trapped up against the ropes, we let those hands go and let forth some dangerous combinations. So, looking at our success in round number 1, we are looking to do the exact same thing in round number 2. Now, the one thing I felt like I could have done a lot better in this fight was I could have stepped out a little bit more and not get hit so much. But coming towards the inside, you're gonna get hit. It's just part of the sport of boxing, and it's just part of the game. It's getting hit by combinations. It's getting hit by punches from all kinds of angles. So the one reason why we stood in his face a lot and we try to block most of his shots is he's an outside fighter, so he doesn't hit that hard, and we knew we had the advantage on the scorecards. And the fact that this guy has some lackadaisical defense, all we had to do was wait for him to finish a combination, wait for him to finish 1 or 2 shots, and then afterwards we let our hands go with a 3 or 4 punch combination. And after that took in place, then we should be pretty much good to go on anything else that we had to do. We were getting in all kinds of damage. So you're seeing it here again. He's trying to use that jab, trying to stick on the outside. But look how close it is when he's firing off that jab. He has absolutely no distance. He's trying to trade. He's throwing jabs and straights when he's way too close instead of using those hooks and uppercuts. So his ability to determine which shots he should be placing at the right times is something that he's struggling with as a fighter. And that's, if he ever sees this video, the one thing he needs to do is know when to cover up and know when to fire off his offense. So you see him here trying to trade with the bigger and strong, well, not the bigger, but the stronger and harder hitting Toney, and he pays the price for it. He gets hit with a wild overhand left combination, followed by an overhand right hook, and he ends up going down onto the canvas for the 2nd time. So into round number 2, we repeated our success in round number 1, catching another knockdown. And like, what more can you feel? Your confidence at this point, if you're in this kind of situation, always just has to be snowballing, because everything is just going your way. And you're seeing a guy like this, he's not being able to do any damage. If you use an outside fighter, this is just tips to anybody out there using an outside fighter. Never throw combinations the way this guy is doing. The thing that he's doing is he'll throw a 4 or 5 punch combination, and at the end of it, he'll throw a power shot, which will severely drain his stamina. Now, the one thing that we looked for in the Kyle Williams fight was the power straight downstairs to the body, followed by the side step right uppercut, which did tons of damage. If we look for that, which is also the way we caught our first knockdown in this fight as well, if we look for that a lot more often, we probably would have been able to get him out of here by the second round. But just the mere fact that he's out here and he's still throwing combinations, he's still fighting like a champion, you got to give it to the guy. So you're seeing this here, we're trying to close the gap, we're trying to get him behind our jab, trying to get him behind a good solid guard, but he's doing a better job of moving around the ring and keeping this fight in the center of the ring. So we did a smart thing right there, take a step back, watch him just miss, watch him continue to miss, and then in between his shots, we try to look for combinations and single shots downstairs to the body. That will ruin his stamina. That will also hurt him in the long run, because he's getting hit while he has no stamina, which does a lot of damage to your health. So you see us here trying to close the gap, trying to get off a couple of jabs. That time we lead off with a straight right hand followed by the left hook combination. He's actually able to get in a quick power shot right there too. So look at him right there. That's how you're supposed to fight as an outside fighter. Trying to get us some nice jabs, some nice straights, and then move out of position. He was at a good, decent range, but the fact that he kept throwing and the fact that he was never able to recover and he took all kinds of shots. And somebody please teach this. Oh, that came out wrong. I had a burp right there, y'all. Let me do that one more time. Somebody please teach this man some defense as he gets cold clocked by the left hook once more. That's going to be the end of this fight. As an outside fighter, he had the right ideas, throw often and throw plenty of jabs and straights, but his distancing and his range just wasn't the proper move in this fight, and he's gonna have to work on that to become a better fighter. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you enjoyed the commentary, also leave a like. If you have any comments or on the match or any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter. It's right underneath my watermark at FightNightsFinest. And also, please check out those guys in the description. They're great people. They're great commentators, and they're all good friends of mine. And if you enjoy my content and you enjoy learning things, just various things, not only about Fight Night, but about UFC, wrestling, and all other kinds of sports, those are definitely the guys to go ahead and check out. But anyway, I'll leave you guys with the rest of this video. You'll see exactly where we put some points into our fighter to make him stronger and to make him better. And it's a shame we only picked up 2 experience points and 2 gem points, considering the fact we was both 78 overall. Anyway, it's been your boy, FightNightsFinest, the Sophie commentator, and I'm off this. Peace!
Feeling this one right here. Word up, yo. Yeah, hey yo, still Sage-matic, take rap about it, the casket I'm on. Memoirs of a venomous dawn. Pretty bitches sniffing coke in various rooms. Hilarious goons who got filthy off of shipping balloons. I take you there like a 645 in style, profile wow. Hat low, lips holding a mouth. Let the smoke paint the picture of rainy days where strays fly out. A Benz windows couldn't buy your way out. Still dreaming of flights that's foreign. Passports getting weighed up.